So as I've stated in previous videos, the other side is all about personal power. And I know a lot of people go to psychics asking for predictions. What's going to happen to me in 2019? What can I expect to happen? And I have seen people do this, and it actually feels like a passive energy, where when it comes to their love life, it's like, well, what is this person going to decide about me? You know, I'm just left here in oblivion, hanging, and I want to know what this person is going to decide about me. I mean, are we going to be together or not? Because they're treating me like crap. And I notice that this passive energy is not the way the other side works. They are very much into, well, what are you going to decide for yourself? You know, is this how you deserve to be treated? Are you acting out of self-love? Or are you sitting there grabbing the bull by the horns, throwing the passive energy aside and saying, you know what? This is what I'm going to decide. This is what I'm going to make happen. And so oftentimes the other side will put a plate in front of you and ask you to step up to it. As opposed to being a victim and allowing life to happen to you, they want you to come from a place of personal power, grab the bull by the horns, and make life happen for you. So it feels like more of an active energy, where literally like the person in a session will feel like they're just sitting there, like waiting for something to happen, where the other side is like, no, we need you to get off the couch and create your own reality. It's more of like a call to action. And so it's like, you know, if you create your own reality, what do you want to do? Like, what do you want to have happen? What do you want to create? What do you want to manifest? You know, this applies to our love lives. For us, if a soulmate blows us off, it's the end of the freaking world. It's the end of the world. I lost my soulmate. I'm screwed. You know, their free will decision not to be with me anymore. I just lost my soulmate. What do I do now? I'm screwed. I know for a fact they were my soulmate. Maybe you're an intuitive and you did a read on them and you know for a fact they were your soulmate. You just lost your soulmate. So I see the person like completely freaking out, and then I look at their spirit guides and they're like, whatever, we're just going to replace them. Right? Because we have more than one soulmate. So if your soulmate blows you off, they're allowed to blow you off because they have free will. So what do? You grab the bull by the horns and you manifest their replacement. Right? It doesn't mean you have to be alone for the rest of your life. It doesn't mean your life is over or ruined. You grab the bull by the horns and you manifest their replacement, and you put your order in with the universe and say, I want this, 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 and this. Please have this come onto my path in divine timing, for my highest good, for their highest good. Everybody's shiny, happy people holding hands. Thank you very much. Love you, mean it. Right? It's not a passive energy. It's not like, oh, I wonder, you know, who's going to come along next. It's like, no. Who are you going to ask the universe for? Your ex is allowed to blow you off, so let them. Okay, so maybe they come back around later. It's like, that's okay. They have free will to do that as well. But self-love, self-care, self-compassion, self-protection, right? Empowerment, personal empowerment. We are all superheroes. Don't forget that. You know, also with like politics, when I'm looking at everything that's happening in the United States right now, you know, it's like, what's going to happen to us versus what are we going to make happen? And that's why the other side is all about Bernie Sanders leading the brigade and guiding the American people forward. It's like the light rising up and fighting off the dark. And, you know, that's what our revolution is all about. So, you know, the people rise up and say, I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore. And then they kick the dark's butt. So instead of sitting on the couch just watching the news and, you know, tossing the popcorn back, right, where you're being passive, you get off the couch and you take a more active approach and you speak up and you speak your truth and you fight for what you believe in. You fight for what you believe is morally true and correct. And you fight and stand up for how you believe people should be treated and how this country should be. So, again, not a passive energy. It's an active energy. The other side is asking us, what United States are we going to create for ourselves? Obviously, with his help, we'd be holding the divine's hand. We wouldn't be doing this alone. We would have the support of the divine, universal energies, etc. But it all comes from our personal power and our free will to put on our capes and respond to that bat signal. Instead of just sit there and be like, oh, the bat signal's in the sky. Whatever. Everybody's stocks are in the toilet. Whatever. This applies to jobs as well. You hate it, but you're comfortable. You've been there forever. You can do it in your sleep, not being challenged, whatever. But you don't like it. It's not your life purpose. It's like, well, are you just going to sit there and be like, oh, well, this is my situation. Just be passive? Or are you going to stand up and say, universe, I reject this reality. Bring me something better. And then manifest your perfect job and ask them to bring it onto your path so that you can transition over towards something that's closer to your life purpose or whatever that makes you happy and spiritually fulfilled and content so that you are helping humanity the way you want to. It's just all about taking charge and, letting the universe know what you want and putting your order in, because I guarantee that love, happiness, and abundance is just waiting for you. So ask the universe for it and make yourself an energetic match for it to show up onto your path. And in the meantime, take care and be well. Thank you.